Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. Quote by Anatole France. Hello, myself Sakshi Doran from CPW World. Today we are at Petswag, which is in Kalyan near Khadakpada, and we are going to meet Jessica Elise, who is a professional pet groomer. So let's meet her and know more about insights. हेलो मैम, कैसे हो आप?
एकदम ठीक.
Okay, तो tell us something about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Jessica Eliza. I am a qualified, so I'm a graduate in zoology and education wise, and after that I did my post graduation in nutrition science, sports science actually, and fitness nutrition. After which I did jobs. I started doing a job when I was 17. I did a job till about 10 years from that, and I got bored. And that's when I thought of starting a business which I love.
Then, how did Petswag started?
Okay, so like I said, I did a job. In my last stint, I was working in a corporate firm, and I was in a good position. But at the end of the day, I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I was just, life is very monotonous, and you wake up, you go to work, you come back, you sleep, you wake up, you go back to work. It's just so, it's like a cycle. And I was like, I need to do something that I love doing. Most of the people, are stuck in dead-end jobs where they have to go to work to make the money that they need. Thankfully, I had quite a bit of saving, and with family support, I could start, I thought of starting something of my own. But I come from a family background of people who have done jobs, government jobs. So starting something on my own was very scary. But thankfully my mom was there, who was like my biggest support. So I started off with it, and I got a dog 7 years back. He's a golden retriever. You'll see the picture on the screen, that's my dog. And he kind of motivated me, or he was the idea behind why Petswag started. So I had a dog, and I stay in Kalyan. So there was no grooming center to take my dog to. So if I had to take my dog, I would take him all the way to Thane or Vashi or some place like that, which would take up my whole day. And then I used to do most of his grooming at home, basic whatever I knew. I learned from YouTube videos. And then I thought that Kalyan needs a grooming center. And that's when I took a break from my job. I actually quit my job. And then I found different kind of certifications that are available for pet grooming. And the one that I found, the best was pet grooming in Bangalore. That's where I started to learn pet grooming. And after that, I did a few other certifications. I went to Malaysia just before the pandemic started, and I did a certification from there. But before that, I had already set up Petswag. So I started grooming with the help of, so obviously because माझ्याकडे dog होता, I knew a lot of vets. With the vets' help, I told the vets that I have started grooming, आणि मी घरूनच करत होते. So I took a table and I took the basic scissors and clippers that was necessary, and I started grooming dogs at home. I first started with my own golden retriever. Then doctor started recommending, smaller dogs, Shih Tzu, Lhasa, cats and all of that. So once I started getting a steady flow of clients, I set up my first grooming salon in April 2019, which was in Rambagh, which is next to a doctor. and right next to his clinic, and I started getting my clients there. A year after that, I established Petswag here that you see that we're sitting in, which is in Khadakpada. And yeah, and we have been here for the past this Valentine's Day, in fact, February 2022, we complete 2 years of Petswag in this branch, first one in Kalyan. And yeah, that's how it started because of a monotonous job that I was stuck in. And I think that's the best decision I made in my life.
तो आपने जब भी पेट्सवैग स्टार्ट किया तो उसके मतलब शुरुआती के दौर में कुछ सर्कमस्टेंसेस रहते या हर बिजनेस में कोई चैलेंजेस रहते हैं।
Yes.
तो आपने कैसे वो सिचुएशन टैकल की?
Okay, so the main problem that I faced with my business is getting clients. Because लोगों के पास dogs तो है, पर लोगों को awareness नहीं है कि grooming में होता क्या है। कि अरे क्या बाल तो काटने हैं। That is the only approach that people in the area around us have. But grooming had not been looked upon till Petswag came to Kalyan. Okay, so majority of my clientele are in Kalyan, Dombivli, Ulhasnagar. I get clients from as far as Karjat, Kasara, Titwara, Shahad, all of those places. So the thing is, the main problem was getting customers, because any business will run only because of customers, right? So people were not aware कि grooming होता क्या है। लोगों को लगता था grooming सिर्फ शिट्जू और लासा के लिए होता है। कि इंडी डॉग्स हैं जिनके पास, या लैब्राडोर्स है, या गोल्डन डॉग, को क्या ही grooming करना है। That was the approach. So changing the approach to making people understand that grooming is not just बाल काटना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी मेरे पास एक इंडी आई है जिसको स्किन के अंदर एक होल हो गया था, जो हम लोग जिसको मैगेट्स कहते हैं, वो इन्फेस्ट हो गए थे, एंड दे कैन ईट थ्रू द स्किन इनटू द मसल इनटू द बोन। और ओनर को इस बारे में मालूम ही नहीं था, क्योंकि बालों की वजह से इंडी है, बट फिर भी छोटा सा होल था जो डीप हो गया था। तो जब उन्होंने ग्रूमिंग के लिए लाया तब हमने वो देखा, एंड वी बॉट इट टू द ओनर्स अटेंशन, एंड देन वी कुड ट्रीट इट। So a lot of medical problems that happen at initial stage, जैसे कि skin infections हो गए बहुत सारे dogs में, जब भी use blow dryers हमको skin तक dog के problem देते हैं। When you can see it early, you can treat it early. But when you can see it already when the damage has happened, it's pretty late. So grooming is about hygiene. Grooming is about basic necessity. Like जैसे बड़े dogs होते हैं जिनके paw में बाल होते हैं, जैसे husky हो गए, golden retriever हो गए, वो slip करते हैं हमारे टाइल वाले घर में। तो when they slip, they can easily damage their bones. So we remove all of that hair. Ear cleaning हो गया। A lot of dogs are very possessive about their ears getting touched. People do not lift up the ears and check. तो बहुत बार ears में infection निकलता है dogs के, जो unnoticed होता है घर वालों में, until it becomes very severe. Dogs अपने owners को हाथ नहीं लगाने देते हैं, but when they come to environment जहाँ पे उनके owners नहीं है, so they let us do everything.
Can you share any experience about pets or their plans?
Sure. So lot of experiences about pets, thankfully, and most of them are positive. We also have a few negative experiences because pets are not used to the grooming process. But mostly every experience is positive. I love dogs. That was my main idea behind starting the business. And if your work is driven by love, you will always succeed. Okay, because every day when I wake up, I look forward to the day. I look forward to today I will groom so many dogs. Today I will meet so many dogs. Today I will interact with so many dogs. So that's like my driving force to go to work every day. I'm like, oh wow, I have to go groom a dog. I have to go flip the dog. I have to go have fun. So for me, grooming a dog is fun, right? See, all experiences, most of the experiences are positive. आमच्याकडे खूप aggressive dogs पण येतात. I don't know, in totality, it's a very happy and positive environment at work, which is what everybody craves for. The only problem that we face is negative experiences. We get bitten. Like I have quite a few bites of dogs and cats, which is painful, yes. But we try our level best to kind of comfort them. So most of the first visits, where dogs have never been groomed or cats have never been groomed, they थोड़े difficult असतात. But otherwise, most of the experiences are positive. The dogs are happy, we are happy. clients are happy, and overall it's a very very positive feeling.
और अगर कोई है जो पेट्स वैग जैसा कुछ बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहता है तो बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है?
First and foremost is love for animals. Okay. When I say animals, I'm talking about the animals that need grooming, like so even horses need grooming, but obviously you can't give them a grooming salon. But basically, जो animals आएंगे आपकी grooming salon में, they'll be dogs, cats, hamsters, rabbits, turtles. I think that covers it. We come to a grooming salon. So basic requirement is first, like I said, loving animals because you're going to get all kinds of pets. Not everybody is going to be sweet. You will get a biting dog, you will get a big dog, you will get a small dog. So they're different size and shapes. You'll get someone who's a pro in, it's going to be very easy to groom. But some dogs are very difficult to groom. One is that. Second, I think is the most important but the most ignored in our line is physically fit people. Because our job involves a lot of standing, a lot of bending. The dog standing on us, and while he is standing on us, we are grooming. So it requires a lot of physical fitness in our job. That is the second prerequisite. Third prerequisite is investment. It is quite a bit because if you have to get yourself certified, the minimum investment for a certification is between 2 to 3 lakhs in India and between 4 to 5 lakhs abroad in any other country, because it also includes your travel, your stay when you go to another country, and a basic setup for a groomer, which is as small as mine. If you look at the space, it will take close to 5 to 7 lakhs for your setup, because your equipments are expensive. Scissors हो गया, trimmers हो गया, tables हो गया. So minimum आप 2 tables तो रखोगे, correct? 2 tables and 2 chairs for grooming and all the other basic stuff like shampoos you use, products you use, scissors, trimmers. So all in all, close to 10 to 15 lakhs would be the investment that we talk about. Prerequisite अगर animals से see, this is something that you can learn. It's अगर आपको डर नहीं है animal से तो आप सीख सकते हो. If you have the fear of getting bitten, then you will never be able to do it. We do get bitten. We know we get bitten. All my staff that works for me know they get bitten when they are hired. But have all of them gotten bitten? No. Have I gotten bitten? A lot of times. Has that stopped me from doing what I do? No. So it's like that. It really depends on how much are you willing to go through. That's there for any business. But in our business, it's more specific, like, like if you love the animals, how much would you go through for that? So we also have to interact with people, right? When clients come, you have to interact with the client, with the parents, pet parents. You have to make them understand. बहुत लोगों को पता ही नहीं होता grooming है. So that's another. Again, surveilling your market is very important in this business. कि जहाँ पे आप खोल रहे हो शॉप, वहाँ पे are there enough pets? Are people aware? All those things. So these are a few things that you will need as a prerequisite in this business.
तो अभी आपके पास कितना स्टाफ है और कैसे काम चलता है?
So when I began finding staff is very difficult. It is still very difficult to find staff because हमारे business में we are not dealing with things कि चलो खराब हो गया चल जाएगा. We are dealing with animals, live animals. So when I say that love is a prerequisite, finding staff is difficult because finding someone who loves animals as much as I do is difficult. So मेरा standard is me. So you have to either love how much I love or love more, not less than that. That is my prerequisite for hiring a staff. And when I hire staff and I see, it is also very difficult because लोग के हाथ पैर दुखते हैं, I found men who come and worked, but they've had back pain, knee pain, and all of that because of the work, so they have to quit early. That's why I said that fitness is very important in our work. And so when I found staff, right now I have 3 people working for me, and one of them comes from a background of working with a hair cutting salon, so he knows how to use a scissor. The other one also was a groomer before who used to do freelancing grooming. I'm just being thankful they just turned up to me. And another staff who's there was the last one. He also has been working at a pet store before, and then he was looking at a job and he found us. So yeah, that's about it. But I didn't go staff hunting. The staff just happened to come to me. I looked at a few places. I placed online requests. I got people through there. But out of like 30 people I interviewed, one was okay joining. Because it was like fun. बहुत बार लोग आते हैं, they see the work and they're like, नहीं मैम हमको नहीं जमेगा. If they see a dog barking or a big dog, trying to, be a little stubborn while grooming, they're like, ma'am, nahi jamega. We are sorry. So it is difficult, but thankfully I have found staff and they have stayed for long enough. One of my staff has been there with me for almost 2 years. One has been there for 1 year, some months. One has been there for about 8-9 months. So I think this is my core team. And if your core team is good, you will go through the way.
That's great. और अगर कोई स्टार्ट करना चाहता है तो उनको अगर कुछ आपको बताना हो, any mantra behind this?
Oh, really? The only way you can succeed is loving what you do. I mean, I've already said that before, and I'll keep saying that any business or anything, wherever you want to succeed in life, the only mantra to success is loving what you do. You will never fail if you love what you do. Because when I'm grooming a dog, I'm not thinking about, I'm going to make money. I'm doing what I'm doing with a lot of love. Money is secondary because it comes money will always come, okay? It will come because you put it in love into what you do. Money will never come if if you're dreading what you're doing. I did a job for 10 years of my life and money came. Okay, but was I happy? No. Was I successful? Not really. Because every day that I went to work, I was like, that I was doing for money.
Yeah.
This, I'm not doing for money. But the money is still coming in because of the fact that I love what I do. And the only way to succeed in life is loving what you're doing because every day you will be motivated. You don't have to find motivation. Abhi gym jana hai, so you have to find motivation. You have to define a goal. Ki patla hona hai, ya mota hona hai, ya bicep banana hai, something like that. But when you are doing it for, just like gym karte hai to dimag thanda rehta hai. Yeah, you don't think of, you have to find motivation ki gym jaane ke liye. But once you set up a routine, it's easy. Just go to it and you do it. It's not a job. We're all having fun with what we do. And my prerequisite to hire a staff, whenever I hire staff, is do you love animals? That's my first question. So if they do, I hire them. Because everything else I can teach. I can't teach you to love an animal.
This is the second time we have brought this popular. And of course, the hygiene, the cleanliness, and the work, whatever is done here, it's up to the quality. And we are happy with happy and satisfied with the work.
Friendliest team of people that I've ever met, and they really look after the dog like it's their own. They give you the best advices, and they're just really sweet, and they answer even all the little questions, even though no matter how stupid they are, and he totally loves them. So, thank you.